Hey beautiful, and welcome to your proposal video. I know this isn't what you would expect, but that's what makes it even more exciting. I love surprising you and I love seeing you smile. I have made several videos before making this one, and I have deleted a lot of videos, you can only imagine. I have wrote a little paragraph of little something that I'm going to present. And I know you say I'm smart and stuff, but I need guidelines. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll probably branch off and speak from the heart, but right now I'm using my guidelines. So from the very first moment I met you, I knew my life had a new sense of meaning. I want this to be perfect. I do want it to be perfect. Goodness gracious. I mean, have you seen your proposal to me? Took me to Jekyll Island, proposed to me at the Driftwood Beach, even though it was freezing, even though I had blisters. It just worked, and I cried, and even though my nose was running freaking cold, it just worked, and it was the best idea ever. Like, you are very creative, and you made me the happiest girl in the world, like you do every day. So I hope that this becomes like what I imagined it to be. So I have thought of countless ideas, and I have done a lot of thinking, and so far I think I'm just going to incorporate everything that I have in mind, and maybe it'll work, and maybe we'll laugh about it. Who knows? You do enjoy photography and videography and the depths of mountains, which you know I love the beach more, so you took me to Jekyll, and oh my goodness, it was beautiful. And that's my idea here. I'm going to propose to you at Raven Rock. Raven Rock is a funny place because Elizabeth, you were going to tell me you love me for the first time there. You set up your tripod and you were just like, pose for the camera, I'll screenshot it later, which she pulled that at Driftwood Beach. I was posing for pictures, but it was a video. It was definitely a video. But Raven Rock, I was looking out, I was looking at her, I was looking out at the scenery of the mountains and stuff, because I don't get to see a lot of mountains. We live in like flatland. And she went over there to me, she sat beside me, and I just looked down, and it was just really, really high up, and I'm kind of scared of heights, so without even thinking, I just asked her, is this where you're going to murder me? And of course, that's not the words that she was looking for, and I killed the moment, so I didn't get I love you, Kelsey, that day. So I did say I love her first because I kind of gypped her out of that one. Anyway, me and your brother were talking earlier, and I am going to draw something for your proposal, and I think it's going to be similar to a castle and princesses, and because you're my princess, I'm your princess, you're my queen, I'm your queen, so I think it'll work. But you used to think you were an actual princess, and I mean, you weren't wrong. I mean, you wore the crown in every storybook I ever read, and I didn't know that until later when I met you. But still, like, it's so crazy because I used to dream about you and I didn't even know you, and then I met you, and you remember me telling you this, like, I dreamt of you and I didn't know it was you until later. And I think signs and, I don't know, cliches, they exist. So anyway, where did I leave off? You are a dream come true. You are. That's what I was basically explaining to you. You were in not every dream, because I do have nightmares, but you were in the majority of the good ones. And we met at the perfect time. We did. I mean, even though we were both scared, and we were scared of the what ifs, and of course you tried to friend zone me. How is that going, by the way? Yeah. Not so good. Good. Yeah. That wasn't an option for you, by the way. No. You can't just friend zone me. Anyway. So, I seen your face for the first time November 19th, 2020, and my heart instantly jumped out of my chest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, we met on Her, and I was so close by deleting that app. I wasn't gonna give it another look, but then you were there and you were looking really pretty. So I was like, I'll give it one more shot. Just one more shot. And that's all it took. And look at us now. A year and 15 days later, we've been dating. Not just met, but we've been dating for a year and 15 days. And I asked you to be my girlfriend January 1st. And we had our first date November 28th, 2020. You can do the calculations because I'm not gonna calculate all that. It's just timely. But anyway, I know I loved you, and I feel like you knew you loved me too, but of course our past was just hanging on to us real tight, and we didn't want to, attempt something so real. But you can't really put a time on things like that. So anyway, our first date, the cops showed up. Yep. Our first date, you asked me if I wanted to go to Texas Roadhouse, and I was like, yeah, sure. So we went to Texas Roadhouse. I took my mom's Camaro. I really wanted to impress you, by the way. And I pulled up, we ate and all that, and I was just like, hey, you want to go to the bar? And you were like, yeah, let's get a drink. And I was like, okay, but we can't drink too much, just in case your parents are listening or my parents are listening. She had to drive, and we just had one drink, and we shared it. But she did spill some of that drink, so she didn't have even half that drink because she was too focused on my hands. And anyway, so later on, we went to the park, and we played as if we were kids on the jungle gym, and we swung, and then we played basketball, and of course it got so cold, so we just stayed in the car in front of the heater for a while and just really connected and opened up to each other and got to know one another on a deeper level. And then before we knew it, the park was closed, but we didn't know it was closed until the cops showed up and was like, you need to exit the premises because the park is closed. And I was like, man, this whole night I wanted to kiss her. I did want to kiss her. I mean, she's beautiful. She's got an amazing personality. She made me laugh a bunch. I made her laugh a bunch. I felt like, I mean, that's kissable. That's a kissable moments, So anyway, I looked over at her and I was like, man, I really wanted to kiss you. And she goes, well, do you still want to kiss me? And I'm like, well, yeah, I do. I'm just nervous. And you were like, it's okay to be nervous. And I was like, okay, so we're doing this. And we kissed. Just like that. Bada bing, bada boom. We kissed. And this is probably so cheesy, and I'm sorry for whoever is watching this, Elizabeth. I hope you find me charming still. But anyway, how you proposed to me was perfect. How I'm going to propose to you, hopefully it'll be perfect. If it's like what I envisioned in my head, if I can make it a reality, it'll be perfect. By the way, I got your ring, and I got it when we went to my mom's this past weekend, and I panicked. So that's why I was in my room with Hannah for a while, and that's why I disappeared to Creasy's for a long time, because I was showing them the ring, and I was like, what do you think? What do you think? Is this pretty? Do you think she'll like it? And they're like, that's pretty, Kelsey. Like, yeah, she's gonna love it. It's a beautiful ring. I was like, okay, cool. Because I'm like freaking out. And I hope you see this ring and you love it. And I do believe it's the perfect ring. I mean, I've never spent so much on a ring in my life. I got it from K Jewelers, and they really hooked me up. So kudos to them. Anyway, I love you, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope it's not too long. It looks like it's gonna stop at 10 minutes and maybe 11 minutes because I'm not done talking. Anyway, so I hope and pray you don't find out. And I hope and pray that I don't tell you. And I hope I don't give you any hints. I'm terrible at surprises. Do I love surprises? I do. I love them. I don't know if I'm capable, but we're about to see. And hopefully there's no, like, suspicion going around. But it's really hard because you've already proposed to me and you know what's coming. So we'll see how it goes. I love you, baby. And I'll see you soon.
If there were no words, no way to speak, I would still hear you. If there were no